Hello, hello. Whatever Little Big has come out with is whatever it's doing it. Oh my god, hold on. I'm just like sitting in this Little Big song for a second. How are you, Cal? God bless. I love looking at what other countries think about the United States. And it's always this. I love how for the video too, Little Big is in branded Adidas cowboy hats. It's badass. God damn it, Russia. I love them. I just Little Big. Oh my god. Holy shit. Alright, let me get through this part of this assignment really fast so that I can actually do my actual work. This fucking feels like a waste of time, but... I have to do mood board building again. I haven't even played the other ones. I woke up so late. Well, welcome to life. Me too. Sort of. I would like to try and get some, like... Yeah, nice lighting here. Oh my god, you're a fucking crazy person. Just kidding. I only get up at like... I get up at like... 10 if I'm lucky. But I'm stressed out. Okay, so now... There's gotta be, like... I guess, to be honest, the lighting in this game is, like, relatively neutral, all things considered. I love this one, though. How you doing, though? Hopefully okay. This is the fun part where we get to look at what everybody else did. Ah, God, that is unsettling. I love Little Nightmares so fucking much. Their lighting is out of this fucking world. And I know that these two things are gonna look like they're completely different things. I need environment pieces from this thing. Oh, I love this one so fucking much. This movie's so good. Let me see. As crazy, this looks like two completely different. What I would really like is to drag this son of a bitch over here. This goes like this, because I would really like to have perfectly symmetrical shit. And I don't want it to be cray-cray. But let me see if I can get more environments. Because I would really like to get... I forget that this is a niche-ass fucking movie and nobody cares about this actual film. I wonder if Rob Zombie's other films look like this, because to be quite frank, I haven't seen a lot of Rob Zombie movies. But not really. They don't maintain that same neon aesthetic, which is a shame because that's what I'm looking for. This is brilliant, though. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Oh, I like this one more, though. God damn, this movie is exceptionally cool. Yeah, because I want to have, like, really insane... Oh, yeah, this one's pretty, too. See, because what I like about this... What I like about this is that there's the muted, like, lighting palette here, but then also, too... There's, some hint of, like, neon lighting. And it's so pretty. So now if I can get one for the daytime... That would be ideal, but if I can't, I can't. Because a lot of these, of course, for the Monsters movie is at night. And truly, it's just the use of bright color everywhere. Oh, I love this, though, too. I love this fucking movie. This is a great film, actually. You okay, Jace? Yeah. Oh, okay. The fridge is just, like, really punctuated in my ears. Okay, so let's go save this. That was, like, a fucking waste of time. That's okay, though. I guess I have my lighting cues now. Mood boards for lighting I did. Let me go click this thing. Okay, so now let me close this because I really don't need it. I'll save it, but I don't need it. Okay. Bye. I'm sorry you're all sleepo-peepo, Cal. Okay, so I'll worry about these. These are my critique notes that I got from my teacher. So now what I need to do is I need to open up my examples from my class. And then, I'm going to try and render these out in the way that they want them to, because I don't think it's going to require full lighting. To be honest, we're going to see how this goes. Okay, there's Scott's notes. Oh, some of these are like pretty rendered out. Okay, let's render them then. I was gonna play Stardew and then the day ran away from me. I am so sorry that that happened to you. I was gonna get a bunch of homework done, but alas. Okay, so let me turn this off for a second, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and turn this off too. Oh god, how rendered do I want this to be? Pretty damn. Okay, let's do it. But I'm gonna do it with this bad boy. And I've gotta just lay in my values now. Yeah, ideally, I'd really like to not have to fuck around with Actually, you know what? I have the power to do that. Oh, I was like, why is this on all of these things? Oh my god, guess who doesn't have any water? I knew you were gonna do that to me. I'm gonna make some tea though, I think. So let me, what I can do is I can get up and make some tea. My mom got me a bunch of tea. So the question is, should I drink green tea, black tea, or other? That's the question. What do you think? Cantissimo is the name of this song. Marina! Girl. Other. Okay, let me go see. Let me go see what I got. My mom got me like a burdillion teas. Let me finish. I'm going to go ahead and finish this one panel first. That's how you know the word, like, cunty here in the United States has gotten out of control when Marina, the white girl of all white girls, has now acquired the word cunt. It's moved beyond the LGBT community and into Marina. I don't know if she's queer, actually. I shouldn't make that assumption. I'm gonna go ahead and also these torches have to have actually it doesn't matter. I have to have oh, actually that sky. Look at that. Look at my good composition, actually. Let me make a new layer here. So I think I'm actually gonna do completely, fucking cell shaded, believe it or not. Because I'm thinking about how much I don't want to render this out. Let me first start. I'm gonna actually do this in a couple of layers. We're gonna start with this. can actually... Yeah, typically I don't, but like what's interesting is for this particular case, oh, I love how this uses the same chord progression or note progression as a Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana, but it's a completely different song. I like it. This guy's a good artist. Okay, I just gotta be really gentle with that. There we go. Then we're gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna go with multiply here. Instead, like this. I can select this in a second. I'm gonna do a couple of stars and stuff, I think, here too. But I'm gonna worry about that later. And we're gonna just kind of lay in some of that. But then what we're gonna do is over here, I'm gonna go ahead and get like the light gray, and we're going to apply it to the edge of the tree. Yeah, so effectively, let me see it when I need. Yep, good. I just need to make sure that I don't overdo this like crazy. And actually, I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to do this side. And then really what I need is like the strongest fucking highlight of all time actually over here. Yeah, thankfully for these little guys, I can actually be quite simple, which is really useful to me. And then, because these are just for color scripts, and then I'll render these out, like, intentionally later. Like, that'll be how this goes. Because these are more, yeah, color scripty than anything else. So I can thankfully just kind of... There we go, that looks nice. So now let me grab this, and then let me get my stars. Too much star. Too big. Oh my god, so intense. Oh my god, why are they like enormo? And by that I mean really bright. I would really like the faintest, nope, that's just a line. Oh, wait, I don't want to do this on this layer. I'm full of lies. Hello? Okay, so that's that back layer, and now we're going to handle this layer on the front. Let's do like 50%. Okay, so now I need to go back to my brush beauty. Yeah, because I don't want this to be a dark game by any means, you know what I mean? Like, I hate how, like, there's, like, zero lighting for certain, games where it's just like, holy shit, it's so dark. Because they're like, it's supposed to be scary, and it's like, well, yeah, it's supposed to be scary. I'm supposed to be able to see what the fuck I'm scared of, not, like, literally lose it to whatever... Yeah, it's like, it starts to get to a point where it's like, oh, this is, like, so dark. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some of this because it's actually quite hella fucking... Me go and make sure that yeah, this is fine. There should be like no values on the clothes or anything. I'm like, how distinct does this need to be? The answer is not very. I'm okay doing what I'm doing here. Okay. Last night there was a fucking thunder crash that was super fucking loud and it was crazy shit. We had like the biggest fucking thunderstorm of all goddamn time. But it was only one thunder. Oh my god, Tatsu, holy shit. I don't know if you heard that. He ran. He run. Tatsu, you good? Holy shit, you ran so fast. Okay, that'll do. And now what I need on top of all of this is fluff. Yeah, there we go. Much better. All right, so that's number 1. That's looking great. So this needs some work. Okay, so let me go get that tea. Give me just a second. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back with a bagel, and I'm back with a tea. Plot twist, Jace actually grabbed a jasmine tea, so now this is what I get to have. I'm gonna eat this bagel, though. I don't know if I would call Dallas, Texas a cultural crucible. I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch. I'm gonna get out of here. Any white boy from Dallas, Texas that's like, sorry, I'm in the cultural crucible. I got a lot of questions. Okay. So now, this is what I'm gonna do. Somehow I accidentally shaded on here. I don't know how that happened. Huh?
Your tea's done.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, well, the hibiscus definitely turned this a fucking color, that's for sure. So, and there are actual blooms in here, so that's a good sign. This tea, this loose leaf tea came from Kansas, so that's why I'm skeptical. Their spices are good, so I shouldn't be like that afraid, but also Kansas fucking scares me. I don't know what Spotify is giving me today, but... Hi, James! How's it going? How are you today? Hello? Why? Photoshop, please. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Time to go. Man, the YouTube chat is still busted. I'm bitter. Stream Elements just, like, apparently only has it work, like, 50% of the time, which is really sad. And I don't know if it's because I'm trying to multi-stream to both Twitch and YouTube, if that's the problem. Maybe it is. Who knows? I'm glad you're doing well, though. That's great. We're just hanging out, and I'm cleaning up the lighting on my beat boards here, which will eventually get turned into a color script at some point. Next week, I think. How good are you with music? But in terms of having a playlist full of music and can assign characters, assign characters. Oh yeah, from the songs that you know. Oh no, that's not specific at all. So interesting story about how. Hold on, let me open up my website. Interesting story about how I actually love. That's like what I call like multimedia immersion for like books and things like that. And so if you actually go to my website and look at any of my books, one of the first things on the page, or let me see, let me keep scrolling. Is it down at the bottom? No, it should be up at the top. Yeah, one of the first things on the page are playlists inspired by the books for whatever like project that I'm working on. And so I effectively, when I'm writing personally, always create dedicated playlists, and they're not necessarily inspired by specific characters, though I do have them. Like, if I go over into my Spotify playlist, there's, like, one over here. There's, like, Ed, Faraday, Dr. Lamb, Atari, Rollo. You know, so I have one. So even though the, like, Blockhead Tunes playlist, where is that? That one is the overall Brady Von Altus books. Rollo has his own specific playlist because he's got a very distinct music taste. So I actually do that all the time. Definitely all the time. Hi, Jace. Thank you for breakfast. I love you. Jace is the best. Guys, my husband's the best. I got the fucking best one. Okay, here's Damoon. So unfortunately, James, I don't know if I can be too much help. Mostly just because I have, like, zero time. For context, like, I'm coming up on my graduation for grad school, and I've been working, like, 60 to 70 hours a week on school and work and, like, all of that other stuff. So let me know if you have any questions on how to do that, but I don't know how much, like, actual help I can be in that regard. Also, hi, Gamby. Yeah, Jace is my husband. Yeah, because honestly, like, for me, at least when I'm putting music together, it's more of like, well, what would these people actually listen to? Like, if I had them sitting next to me and they were like, yo, do you want to listen to my music? It's like, well, what would they listen to? And that has to do with, like, some of it's cultural, some of it's, like, personality, some of it's, like, favorite bands. And thanks, James. I want to light myself on fire. I've produced, like, I mean, God, hold on, let me open it up. Holy shit. So far, let me open up all these things. Jesus, there's so much. But, like, I have, like, first, I did all these character thumbnails. Oh yeah, I need to fucking compile these too, actually, and put them in my portfolio. I'm a fool. I actually need to leave that open. Because that needs to go in my portfolio too. That'll get there. I'll get there in a second. That's fine. Oh yeah, Gamby. Yeah, James is not my husband. Galaxy Jace over on Twitch is. Yeah, for me, James, when I'm like working on assigning specific songs to characters, or like when I'm listening to those kinds of things, it's more about the lyrics become incredibly important for me. Yeah, so I have all of these concept art pieces, effectively, that I've been screaming and doing. I think I have, like, 10 pieces now. Or more. There's, like, my character lineup. So it's been fucking nuts. Okay, so oh, actually, before I do that, well, I have these open over here. I'm like, give me just a second, and I'm gonna grab this background. Let me save these out now while I'm thinking about it, because I could submit these to my spring show, and maybe I can. I don't know if... I think that they want 2 pages of thumbnails for my portfolio itself. So let me turn this off. And I'll just... Oops. I gotta save all of these out. Oh, I actually don't need this. There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. I have no idea what we're listening to, by the way. Spotify is giving me a bunch of random shit, and anything could be possible here. Okay, cool. Let me just save these out. Let me see here. But yeah, it's been insane. But yeah, honestly, oftentimes I know which artists I'm listening to or looking for specific characters. And then if they have a song that's particularly impactful, I'll throw it into their playlist. But yeah, I don't, I guess, go looking for those things. I just kind of let them happen. Yeah, and that makes that... Yeah, because for me, all of my playlists and stuff, I very rarely write fan fiction. I don't really have OCs from other fandoms or things like that, so... But which fandom is it? Yeah, I tend to be very, like... I don't want to say anti-fandom, because that's not the right phrase. I don't tend to be in fandom spaces. Effectively, the Jack and Daxter fandom is like the only one. Where in the fuck? I swear. I want this to be in the center. I don't know what happened here. Oh yeah, I've never played Splatoon. I'm familiar with the games, but I've never played the, like, Splatoon. It's a very cool game, though. Aesthetically, they got a lot of cool shit going on. Okay. Okay, so let me save that out. There we go. I almost completely forgot about this sheet. That would have been silly. Okay, much better. Now back to the thing that I'm supposed to be working on for homework this week. I'm fine. Yeah, to be honest, I feel like I have the added advantage of, like, I don't know, I feel like I know my characters super, super well. So that tends to be a thing for me when I'm writing anyway, where it's like, my main focus is on creating effectively functioning people. Oh. Well, you know what? That's okay. I was like, uh-oh. I did this on the wrong layer, but it'll be fine. Yeah, so that would be my advice, is you have to think of your OCs as functioning people with their own unique personalities, wants, needs, hopes, desires, etc., etc. And then figure out from there if there's any music that best represents their character arc or their overall personality, and then go from there. Because then what you can do is you can create really, really distinct sounding playlists, like Nathan's playlist and Rolo's playlist, even though they both like electronic sound completely different, because Rolo is listening to music from predominantly like the 80s, but then also listens to a bunch of gay artists that Nathan wouldn't listen to. So they have similar music tastes. Like if they were in the same room and someone was like, hey, you gonna listen to my music? Like Rolo's not gonna turn it off, but it's not gonna be like his favorite music. Yeah, well then my next advice would be to probably at that point do something like a character generata or like a character 100 questionnaire for your character. So effectively, what those are, I teach this in my intro to animated storytelling class. You're going to go to Google and you're going to type 100 character questions. And there's a bunch of them. Like this one is like a 100 questions to ask about your role-playing character. That one's fine. This one I like from Novel Factory. This one's kind of overkill. It's like 200 questions. But it's 200 questions, all of these, about your character. What languages do they speak? Do they have a catchphrase? Do they overuse any words or phrases? How do they see themselves? What's their strongest character trait? All of those things. Work, education, hobbies, favorite animal. And then you do get to a point where it's like, well, what's their favorite song? Things like that. So hopefully, by the time you get to this, you'll know, for example, that like, you know, for somebody like Rolo, if I had to pick truly a favorite song, it's probably see, and this is a tricky one for even for me, because he likes a lot of music, so I don't know if I could pick like an absolute favorite. I think What Do You Know? Two Door Cinema Club might actually be it. Versus somebody like Atari probably is like Black Lambo. Or like Boom, maybe. Yeah, so then once you start to know them better as people, then that's going to be huge. But these are also, this is really important in terms of like writing compelling characters, whether you're writing for animation, fandom, novels, etc., etc. That's like a huge thing I teach in my intro to animated storytelling class, is that you have to have like a person, even if they're going to be only in like the movie, like I was writing a 30-minute like horror short, you know, and that is going to result in that person not being on screen for any more than 30 minutes, because it's just a 30-minute horror short and that's all that there is to it. But knowing that about your characters will make them way more compelling. Like Liz's favorite song is probably Edge of 17, Stevie Nicks, or Man's World by Marina. I can think of instantaneously like who they are, and the reason, like for example, for Liz, the reason Man's World is her favorite is because one, she's like she's a huge feminist, but also men have consistently dicked her over in her life. And so she is very, like, anti-masculine presence. She's also violently lesbian, so, like, there's also that, too. You know, so knowing those things about the character and then having lyrics like that can be very helpful in determining the overall vibe of the song or the character. But also certain songs can represent certain stages of a character too, because certain characters, they're not, like, if your characters are people, they're not just 100% stagnant, if that makes sense, right? Because, for example, on Ed's playlist, there are many different sides of Ed, just like there are many different sides of people. And so, for example, when Ed is fucking killing someone and they're begging for their life, this sound is going to be the sound. It's chaotic, it's Eastern European, it's eclectic, it doesn't really have, like, any, like, set country of origin. Like, Culture Shock is, yeah, vaguely Eastern European. Where are they from? Oh, Sarajevo. And then they moved to Seattle? Wait a second, that's the most bananas factoid I could have ever heard. But then also, too, I think about how in Depression, Ed is Harbinger, Captain Ivory. In a soft mood, Ed is Compliante le Butte from Moulin Rouge. But when he's with maybe with his wife, that's going to be maybe more, like, let's see. You know, like, if he's at a party with his wife, that becomes Bollywood music because his wife is Indian and he's very into Bollywood. You know what I mean? So, like, all of those things end up becoming... But, like, this song is also very powerful, too. Like, but knowing the lyrics behind these songs also determine, like, I didn't pick Mera Wala Dance because I like Ranveer Singh, and I do like Ranveer Singh, but Mera Wala Dance is about breaking all the rules and having fun, and Ed is about breaking all of the rules and having fun. So, like, all of these things end up becoming a major, or, like, I guess a cocktail of things that speak to the character. Like, Nathan's got a lot of songs in his playlist that are about dealing with anxiety and mental illness because the man is mentally ill. You know what I mean? So it's just, like, one of those things where it's like, knowing your character really well and knowing, I guess, like, I don't know, like, who they are and all of that good shit will help determine those playlists. I'll listen to the King of Dust one. But yeah, Ed is a vigilante serial murderer, so yes. Ooh, that tea is wild. Not bad, but just really hibiscus-y. Like, very intensely hibiscus-y. Yeah, everybody drink some hydration station. I want to drink another one. Yeah, ultimately, I can definitely say ChatGPT is not bad as a starting point. Sometimes it can give you artists to listen to, which is good. But it's not going to be as personal because ultimately it doesn't know the character as well as you do. But the goal is to kind of close your eyes and think about, like, okay, if this book or if this OC or if this scene was a film, what would the soundtrack to that film be? And so, like, that's why, like, for this particular, like, hopefully you can listen to this playlist while I'm working on these thumbnails, and you can feel what it's supposed to feel like, right? Like that's ultimately the goal. Guess what? It's time to feed the Snorlax. To be honest, I'm probably going to be working on this for like a long time today. Oh, but I have to stop eventually because Jace has to work, which is unfortunate. I need to try and be a little speedier. But yeah, it's partially vibes, but it's also partially too, like, I think about, like, if Ed were to listen to stuff, it's like, okay, well, what does this mean for him? Does he like this song in particular because it makes him feel something, or it makes him nostalgic about someone or something? It reminds him of home. It reminds him of somebody that he lost. You know, like, those kinds of things. It's like, how does that impact his day-to-day? Those kinds of things. Yep, no, that's in here as a joke. I had to put this in here because it's so funny. Yeah, and it's kind of a hard thing to, like, this is why I guess composers for film are so, they're so, I guess, highly prized, because they have the ability to do exactly that, is be able to distill the feeling of a film or a person down to a moment of music, and that's very difficult. Actually, no, this is fine. So I don't know if that helps at all. I know it's like, I wish I could give a more solid answer. Unfortunately, picking music for characters or picking music for books or films is along the lines of, like, you know, if somebody were to ask me, well, what kind of costume do I put this character in, or how do I make the character design? And to some extent, it's like, you have to ask yourself the question, well, what would they wear? And why? Right? What do they have on their person? And so it becomes, again, very personal, and it's not necessarily something that, like, someone else can tell you. But ChatGPT, I will say, is not a bad, like, launching off point. Although I will say it sometimes hallucinates music artists, and it's like they're not real. But I find that it works better. Like, for example, I was working on a horror novel, and the character, I already had a bunch of artists that she likes to listen to. And so I was able to tell ChatGPT, I need music that is like this. And it gave me music based off of something that I already had. Unfortunately, if you were to ask it to generate you stuff based on vibe alone, it probably is not going to be very good at doing that. And also, too, it's crazy to think about. ChatGPT, of course, can't listen to anything. It can listen to audio, and it does text to speech, or speech to text, I should say, but it can, of course, listen. It doesn't understand, like, it doesn't understand. Emotional implication is going to be the word that I'm going to use to describe that. It doesn't quite get it. And that emotional implication is what is going to be the backbone for the entire, I guess, method to getting that music. Yeah, and a lot of it has to come, again, down to, like, lyricism. Like, this particular Woodkid song is in this playlist, is in here because, one, Woodkid has the right sound, but then also, too, this song is about being deceived. It's about, like, making massive mistakes, and that's really what the heart of the King of Dust story is about, is making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. Yep, sometimes ChatGPT hallucinates information. It actually does that a shitload. It's really important to double check it. And it can be an interesting research tool, but like it makes mistakes. It's not perfect. Which is why we don't use it for creative writing. Or academic research sometimes. Because it will randomly hallucinate shit. I love that that's the official term for that the AI hallucinates. That's like legitimately, that's not even me making that shit up. That's what the tech bros call it. Okay, so now let me see here. Yeah, because unfortunately, like, effectively for me to be able to help you do that, what I would need is a list of effectively, like, again, one of those character questionnaires so that I could understand who the character is first and foremost, what they like, what they don't like, what their driving force is in life, all of those things. And then at that point I would need to know, like, what style of music, like what genre. But I do hope you figure it out eventually. I'm sorry I couldn't be more help. I wish I was not drowning in work, but alas. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Please, for the love of all things good in this world. Yeah. I need this on a different layer. Yeah, I feel like it's such a personal thing that it's, yeah, it would be a little difficult. And this is why I cry. Just kidding. But also, though, it's true. Yes, exactly, Cal. Exactly. Yeah, trying to figure out, like, what the line of, like, literally just, like, you have to put yourself in that person's shoes and then go from there. And it seems very, like, woo-woo, like, method actory, but it's pretty much the only way. And actually light it from the other side. Now I'm over here. Welcome. How does it feel to be on the other side? Hello from the other side. Better. Okay, so now this is going to be Silly Billy. Here's hoping that this doesn't look like super fucked up, but we'll see. This is going to be really, really bright on this. Not bad, but... Oops, not right. That was incorrecto. Nice. Actually, I'm going to reduce this down again, I realize. Great. I just really would like to be done with this. That would be very cool. And then let's go another layer here. We're going to do multiply. Not over here. I'm a fool. I really don't want to do all of this detail on these things, but if I don't, then it's gonna look weird. And that's all I can do. And that's okay. That's better. Nice. Okay, so now we scream. I actually would like... Well, no. So let's see. I need to think about how I want to light this thing. And then we get to the one that I get to effectively entirely redo. Which, c'est la vie, I guess.
Accidentally knocked one of these down.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is going on over there? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna have these guys backlit. So first and foremost, I need to get some lighting in here. So actually, guess what? We get actual sunlight. But it's just a little bit, because we don't want them to die. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Just a little bit so that I don't accidentally roast a vampire. You know what I'm saying? Some nice dust motes, you know? Hello, can you please grab the right color? Thanks. Okay, so that's a good start. Because I feel like some of these aren't so bad, because they're not really that complicated. Making out. Don't do that. Don't make out in the back of your friend's wagon. Don't be a hoe. Plot twist, too late. Is this somehow entirely Darius' fault? No, I'm just kidding. feel like my fucking hair is low-key out of control, but that's okay. I would really like some, like, super nice shading going on in here, but okay, this is starting to get kind of messy, but I'll get there. That's a... That's a thing. Nose. Thoughts on lemon ginger Earl Grey? I'm down for always an Earl Grey. As long as it doesn't taste synthetic, I'm pretty much good. Right, like this song is the song for this scene, actually. Closing every page one by one. Oh, I realized that, like, James was over on YouTube, too, where there was no audio. Because YouTube is cursed and doesn't let me play audio. So sorry about that. I think I'm gonna go with like an even darker color in here. And I know that's like really dark, hold on. It's just like this is too... I want to really frame their faces, and there's just too much interference here. And to be honest... I know that we're not supposed to have values or anything in here yet. Like, we don't need it, but, like, to be quite honest... His hair is so dark that I would much rather have something that separates the two of them or separates him from the pillow. Because otherwise it looks dumb. That's good. But actually, I'm going to go ahead and go in with, like, the really bright highlight right on the rim of the hair. The her, as it is said. I'm going to go ahead and hit some, like, flyaways as well. There we go. That rims them really, really well. All right. Now I get to fucking redo this thing. Okay, where's my critique notes? I hate to be this guy. God bless Scott. Saves a life. We're just gonna... I don't have any idea what this fucking house looks like. This one's brilliant. I found actually a model on The Sims. God bless The Sims. Alright, so now... I like how this is kind of Dutched a little bit. I'm picking completely different architecture here. So structurally, I'm going to use the structure of this shot to frame this house. And then we're going to hopefully save a life. Because there's some things about it that are good, but I need like Dutch or gabled roofs. That's what I'm looking for. And give this thing just a lot of like life here. So that way it has some structure to it. This is like a big old bush. I'm gonna put this bush in here like this actually, because that prevents me from having to draw like 99% of the house. Okay. I don't even know if this is what this house looks like. But I do want, like, some really big fucking structure here. This person who made this little Romanian family house on The Sims actually saved my fucking life. I don't even know how to tell them that architecturally, this is literally maybe the most perfect thing that they could have built. Little window. And then, like, one of those little box things. Where it's like it used to be, like, flowers and stuff. I want to do a little square wave though. Maybe some like little detail there. I don't know. I don't know how any of this shit works. This has little pieces that come out like these. Let's see. I want to bring stuff across like this. This shot is from the movie The Woman in Black. I don't know why I just became Gru. I'm so sorry. The Woman in Black starring Daniel Radcliffe, and it's a fucking phenomenal horror movie if you've never seen it. I remember when I was in my Daniel Radcliffe era, and even though I didn't really like horror films, I was like, I have to go watch this movie because Danny Radcliffe is in it, and I need to support his ass. And, long story short, it's very fucking good. It has some great cinematography. Okay, let's see. I am going to do a... I like literally can't see what's going on here. Is there like more bushes and shit in the front? Yes. And then also too, hold on, I cannot forget that I would really like to do like a fence here like this. Because I had a fence in my original thumbnail. I just suck. Okay, let's see. Now let's turn... Let me get... Oh, Photoshop, please. More bushes. And then, like, this is a little path. I'm going to need to put, like, a little path stuff on there. And then more wrought iron fence. Okay, so I'm going to leave that like that. And we're going to reduce this back down. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yes, yeah, it's almost like, yes, that's exactly the goal. That's the goal. This song is actually called Illaby, and for the particular scene, I imagine it plays here in the nursery. But yes, this is the vibe for this whole fucking house. Absolutely. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Thank you, Daniel Radcliffe. Somehow this is, we're having success because of him. I'm gonna do, this is like a tinier part of the house. I don't want it to be as freakishly symmetrical, although I recognize in certain instances of architecture it is freakishly symmetrical, but I'm not going to do that here. I want this like Tudor kind of silhouette, but in the original game it was supposed to be like a row house inside town, and I set it instead on the outskirts of town because it made more sense to me. Let me get these little fucking spiky doos. It's like somehow creepier if you have to drive like 40 million years outside of town to go and get fucking groceries and shit. It makes sense. I'm gonna have one that's broken of these little guys here. That'll probably do. That's probably fine. And then let me get some pathway stuff here that leads up to the house, and then That's much better. Jesus. Okay, so this is why we need teachers for good critique. And also, too, why you need to watch movies, by the way, because truly, you can learn so much by just watching other people's films. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead and turn off the critique layer. Goodbye. I need light skies, but still kind of cloudy. I love it when I just eat a fuzz and I'm not really sure where it comes from. When you wake up with mud on your dick. This is all I gotta say. And you don't even know where it came from. Okay, well, even though I had to redraw this entire fucking thing, I am significantly happier with how this particular frame turned out. Much better. Thanks, Scott! And this is why we yoink shots. If somebody does it good, you can use it too. Look at that. Alright, so now I'm going to grab this. And I need to do, surprisingly, a lighter at the bottom. Almost there. And thankfully some of them are already done because I was a fucking pro and I did the lighting already in some of these, so thank God. Light in the dark. This is what I would consider like Darius's theme, to be honest. Up in the sky, the storm clouds as they pass me by. So I realize I'm dead in the land of the living. Don't we just love shading architecture? Put my hands up in the sky, revel as the storm clouds as they pass me by. Yeah, because I have songs for like specific characters and their relationships. You know, it's like a totally different, like, entire, yeah, it's like an entire process, to be honest. I think I need probably some fog in here too. That just makes sense. This is just kind of ambiently lit because there's so much fucking fog in this place. This is very much a Yura and Daria's song. Keep me when I'm down, keep me on the ground. And once I thought I would never leave, you gave me so much faith, who gave you so much power. You turned it all against me. I'm feeling alive. It's the first time that you're going and you're going and you're gone tonight. Feeling alive like it's the first time. You're never gonna be a part of me this time. I know you write me off. I know you're always gonna cut me out. You think I'm gonna let you down. I know you write me off. I know you're always gonna cut me out. You think I'm gonna let you down. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Kick me when I'm down. Keep me on the ground. There's no black and white when it comes to pain, and all I give up is still not enough. You're chasing those demons like there is no love. When push comes to shove and my heart give up. You're going and you're going and you're going tonight. Okay, fog? Do I want more fog up here? Is it always fog time? Is that the secret? You think I'm gonna let you down? No. It's actually not fog time up there. You think I'm gonna let you down? Just wait. Okay, great. Look at that. And I like that Dutch. The fucking house looks like it's falling into the ground. It's like by. But to be honest, that's kind of accurate. Don't give up. Still not enough. Hit me when I'm down. Write me off. I know you're always gonna cut me out. You let you down. I know you'll write me off. I know you're always gonna cut me out. You think I'm gonna let you down. Just wait. He'll let you down. Okay, let me think about the focal point here and how I want to do this actually. I don't want this bagel anymore. It was a good thought, but now it is too much bagel, you know what I'm saying? Is a lot of bagel. That bagel half was exceptionally chungus. Okay, so actually, I'm going to have a beam of light coming over Urian's shoulder, which means that I need to have the back of the house be kind of exceptionally dark. This song is the Mortrans. This is what Darius's people sound like. For sure. Or at least one of them. Or maybe even, this is maybe even like a Theo track, like Darius's older brother. Actually, to be quite honest. I love how anybody going back and watching the YouTube VOD is going to effectively hear me Phantom singing over absolutely nothing. So if you're watching the YouTube VOD, I do apologize. And also you should come and check my streams out on Twitch. Nope, that's not right. Hold on. That ain't right. Or maybe the answer is that this is like Sinsan and Luma, actually, specifically, I think. I have not drawn either of them, and to be honest, I feel like I kind of need to, because they're kind of iconic. And to know that, like, Luma and Darius fucked at some point as well, I'm like, what are you guys doing? There we go, that's better. Nah, this is a Theo track. The more I'm listening to it, I like forgot about how much syncopation there is in this thing. Theo's fucking unhinged. Theo is some House of the Dragon shit, like... just with less incest. Oh yeah, I guess I have to do this. Nope, not box blur. Well, now I feel like... Hold on. There we go. I just didn't have good lighting. Oh my god. Okay, so this is just such a process, but honestly, I ain't even mad about it. Yeah, nice. Easy. Okay, now this one's gonna suck. To be honest, a lot of this shit is dark as hell. Like, I really feel like the lighting of this film is mostly the night. And I feel bad. But I guess that's most, like, horror / dark fantasy films is that. Okay, so ideally, if we were working in a fucking perfect world here... Okay, I don't want this to get too bright. Because this is in a really dark area where they definitely did not expect to get jumped by a statue. Oh, wait. Cancel that, Chief. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna worry about that over there in a second. Okay, and then I guess lighter. I think. I'm like, is this what I want? I don't know. We're gonna find out. You know what? Better. I just want there to be variance in fucking color, because there's like a whole reason he sticks out here like this. It's better. I'm very grateful that I finished all the character designs before cleaning these up, because I swear to God. That would have been rough. All right. Because I'm going to need also to some like magic around Darius as well, because otherwise we're gonna lose him entirely, which is not what I want. So we're gonna really light his fucking hands up. Like that. Oops. Hello? I would really like to just not have to do this anymore. That's okay. I'm actually not having that bad of a time, to be honest. I think the amount of dopamine from getting through all these little illustrations this quickly is actually doing something for my brain. I'm not like totally burnt on this yet. It could be significantly worse. Yeah, this could be much worse. Okay. I'm almost wondering if... hit around the hard-headed son of a gun. Okay. Yay! Beat boards! Yeah! Yay! That's just all I gotta say is just yay! Well... Beat board... Wow, and that's a peepo. That's all I gotta say. Doors head of water. That's a people. See, you know. Actually, I'm not a fan of any of that. I do like that, though. Wowee! Shiny man! This shiny man is very sheeny. Look at this shiny ass man. Holy shit, he's so shiny. Just throw glitter everywhere, honestly. I'm Twilight! Just... How many people have you told in here that you are a vampire? Oh, pretty much like everybody. That'll work. If I can get through half of these fucking beatboards... Oh, I actually just did. Holy shit. Wow, okay, so actually that was really fucking good progress right now. I'm not even joking. That was exceptionally good. And I'm still fucking on a roll. This is great, actually. Good. Yum. Okay, save. That's actually super, super good. Really dark. Everywhere is really, really, really dark. Okay, so actually, let's go down to number 13 now. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stretch. Sorry, my brain... Oh, I forgot to feed the Snorlax. I'm gonna take a break to feed my fucking Snorlax. How's progress happening? Is everybody doing okay? Are we doing all right? Is it Tuesday? Did I do attendance yesterday? I don't think I did. Oh no, look at that. No, I did. For whatever reason, I feel like I need to... Oh no, today's Monday. I'm okay. I was like, did I do my attendance? Yes. I moved on from not being able to draw to... Look, sometimes that's what fucking has to happen. It's true. Yeah, to be honest, the fact that I was able to get through this much is fucking insane. I'm gonna say that I'm like 1.5 mins in. Yeah, which means that probably I'll be able to get done with this hopefully by tonight, although I recognize that a lot of the ones that I already had half done were in that top half, so I don't have the luxury of being able to rely on the already half done ones first. Okay. Snorlax has been fed. I understand that some people really like hibiscus, but I feel like it's so fucking tangy. Oh, I just drank some tea. I'll drink some more, though. I find that jasmine teas are really, like, delicate, I guess, would be the way that I would describe that. And you gotta be really careful with how much stuff you throw in there. And I think because the hibiscus is so fucking tangy, it, like, makes it crazy. I don't know. It makes it too zippy. Oh, hey, by the way, our Toyota model has a recall on it, or an open recall for a part. So they sent us a text message, Jace, that says that we should probably go in and schedule a repair. And then they sent the website link to do so. But we can do that when we get closer. Like, I don't know what the part is that needs the repair. Okay. Lordy. Hibiscus is overused in apple teas, so I just sit in sadness. Yeah, and I wonder why that is. Now, you bring up a valid point, though. Like, legitimately, why? You know? Like why? To mimic the taste of apple skin. Maybe you're right. But it could also be for a color thing, too. Like, I legitimately wouldn't be surprised if it was because they were like, oh, we want it to look red because apples are red. And it's like, but why? Like, legitimately just to color the tea. I literally wouldn't put it past people. And I'd be like, you are a weenie boo-boo head. Yeah, this was definitely put in here for the flavor, but this tea is also called Red Dragon. And it's fine. Like, the aroma of the tea is really, like, floral. Probably this would be a bitchin' iced tea, but as a hot tea, this one is not it. I'm sure Rolo would like this iced. Like, that, he's an iced tea bitch. Like with lots of sugar. Like a milk tea, maybe. But yes, Jace, you're totally right, though. I had literally, I had an apple oolong yesterday from Kung Fu Tea. That was the perfect example of this. It was fucking delicious. Look at these little freaky fucks. These are my favorite guys on my entire beat board sheet. It's like them and the dead cats. Let me just really quickly get this Burgermaster in here. Burgermeister Meisterburger. Let's see, hold on. I'm looking for a specific song. Oh, this thing. Do they even have the song on Spotify? No. I was looking for the Burgermeister Meisterburger song from Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and I'm sad because Spotify does not have it. Apologize. This is such a Yura song, too. Get out alive. Fight so dirty, but your love so sweet. Talk so pretty, but your love got teeth. Late night devil, put your hand on me. Never, 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 never let go. Hey, Jace. Would you be able to get me something else to consume?
Yeah, what are you in the mood for?
I don't know. All I know is that I probably only had like 300 calories to eat, and now it's like 2 o'clock, and now I'm dying a little bit. I'm trying to think about what we have. So Look at these little weird fucks. I love them. Oh my god, they're so weird. So dirty, but your love so sweet. So pretty, but your heart got teeth. Late night devil, put your hands on me. Never, 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 never let go. Look at these weird little fucks. Look at them being weird and shit. Look at these weird little fucks. I'm okay. I'm just not even gonna fucking fully, like, render this entire area here. Like, it should be implied that these little guys are... They're just hanging out in the back. They're like, you want to throw corn kernels at people! This guy's like, no, I don't! This one dude in the back is like, I ran out of corn kernels. I just love that it's like corn kernels. They're like, we need to pick something that's relatively yellow. This is the only food item that we could think of. All the pigeons are like, rejoice! And then they light an entire wicker man on fire in the middle of the town. I fucking can't. I'm the king, I'm the hold down dynasty. Maybe I will draw one day a bunch of random King of Dust side characters. Just one little sketchy, you know? This is the Theo anthem. I just want to know what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what happened in your little fucking cooked-ass brain that made you feel like people were gonna kill your ass? Like, I'm like, lead poisoning? I don't know. It's time! Look at him. Look at his stupid little face. Oh my god. This character's the best. He's like, wee! He's fine. All will be well, you guys. Maybe the Burgomaster's radical optimism is what we need. Okay, but like, plot twist though, the Burgomaster would run the United States better than Donald Trump. I'm fine. I'm not slowly losing my mind. We'd have cooler events too, true. I think he would love Corn Kid, the Burgomaster. He'd be like, it is corn! He'd be like, holy shit, this kid gets it! Big lump of knobs, it has the juice, it has the juice. Yeah, I don't know. He'd be fine. The Burgomaster'd be fine. Stretch! Everybody stretch, Superstar commands it! Oh man, I needed that really bad though. I was like kind of scrimpy. Creepy sun masks and all. Yes, exactly. Although I do think that maybe nowadays though, what would happen is unfortunately he would probably start a climate change cult. Where he'd be like, oh, Holden demands us to be crispy! And then it would be way out of control. Oh, and a Street Fighter too. Ooh, that's rough. Okay, so let me think. I went to the gym yesterday and I did a bunch of bicep work, so I'm probably just going to do squats. Let me get up and really quick finish shading this face, and then I'm going to do like 10 squats. Yep. How are you, Superstar? I hope you're doing good. Jace, what time is Bug coming over?
3.
3. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I'm going to probably run my time on stream until that happens, to be quite honest. Because, really, I'm not just clicking them at random. Oh, good. Well, Street Fighter makes it so that I have to exercise. Hey, cool, Superstar. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. What kind of short story was it? If I can ask, or if that's a secret, you need to wait until it's published. Let me know. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Good job. Oh, nice. Yeah, humor is always good. We need a little bit of humor in whatever the fuck times these are. Oh my god, look at this creepy little cult man. Oh my god, he's so good. Okay, let me get up and do my oh my god. My squats. We're okay. Time to do it. Ugh. I go to the gym like 4 times a week now, so Street Fighter is really just a curse upon my household, but that's okay. Okay, that was 10. If anybody else wants to do like 10 stretches or 10 jumping jacks or 10 squats or push-ups or whatever the fuck, do it. It's about a guy who has a cult consulting business. I love that. Brilliant. Okay, let me think here. I'm going to do some structural cleanup here to this because this looks... Well, I'm not going to worry too much about the line quality of it. He helps the cults become the best cults they can be. Well, it's hard work. You gotta do the cult stuff.
Do you want mac and cheese, rabbit stew, or Korean fried chicken?
Can I have the rabbit stew, please? Mm-hmm. With a couple pieces of the sourdough that we have in the freezer toasted up?
We have the bread that Jamie made in the
fridge. Okay, cool.
Also,
yeah, yeah. Some of that, please, in the toaster, if you don't mind. That would be great. Thank you so much. I forgot we had rabbit stew. Okay, because this is inside, I'm actually gonna... it's like inside during the day. I'm actually gonna do this. And then this is gonna be as dark as it gets here. Look at these little cats. This book that I'm like doing concept of art for has a shitload to do with cults. And there are so many questionable things happening all over the country, and somehow none of them are cult related. Like all of these dead cats, not cult related. These guys, not cult related. We're here for the cult stuff, damn right. I still haven't heard back from Wattpad about Savage Obsession, and I swear to God, I'm gonna, like, cry. I don't know if I should send another follow-up email. Yeah, I hope we can read it soon, too. That's so fucking awesome. Seriously, it's so cool. That's gotta feel like a good break. Yeah, true. We're effectively living that right now. Just not fun. Nobody likes culty cults. I miss the days of the good old school cults, like the cult of Dionysus. They didn't fucking do anything weird. They just had Shminis statues. That's all they had. They liked the Shminises. Yeah, totally. Well, and honestly, too, you're in a position where it was actually a good publication that picked you up. Like, I can't even say, like, my first, like, traditional publishing foray was with a, like, short story anthology, and legitimately, they're such assholes. They're so fucking bad at their job, and they don't market the book at all. So then they shame the authors for not selling enough copies. It's a very weird place. We don't like that. So, like, the fact that you have a magazine that seems like they're really nice, even though they want to make edits to it structurally, you know, that's pretty normal. But, like, that's cool that they did that for you. I'm so excited. That's very, very cool. Look at these little cats. I'm okay. These little guys. They're just little guys. Oh, cool. Nice. No issue with any edits. That's good. Yeah, and like I know some authors freak out when people are like, hey, so they want to change my entire thing, and I'm super fucking nervous about it. And it's like, well, it's, you know, it's okay. Like, you're going to be fine. It doesn't mean you're a bad writer. It just means that you're, you know, they have things that they need to do to make it fit within their publication. It doesn't reflect on you as a writer at all. Oh, yeah, no, Clarkloff's just over here. We get to work on him next. I'm just going to keep going until I run out of time to be on stream before Jace has to deal with a massage client. And then I guess I'm going to go and do grading stuff on my phone, my laptop? I don't know. Anything is a possibility. It was just a story that I was like, this is a story I thought was funny for like 5 minutes, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I could submit it. Well, hey, honestly, that's how I felt about King of Dust. I literally submitted it as a joke because it's like such a heavily adapted Curse of Strahd reinterpretation, effectively. And then everyone was like, this is great. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? No, so sometimes it really is like that, though. But I'm glad it's silly and that it's like, other people thought it was silly, too. Like, that's always fun when people are, like, you find, like, fans in unexpected places. It's very refreshing. It's just Mrs. Potts from fucking Beauty and the Beast. I just draw the little Mrs. Potts face on this goddamn teapot. I'm sorry. I'm okay. I didn't mean for this to turn out Mrs. Potts shaped, but it really did. This was not my intent, but, you know. You should make the cup look like Chip. I can't. That's how I get an F on this project. They're like, this is not a funny cameo. Boy, howdy, we sure do love shiny materials. Look at that. Alright, I need to really make these cats actually very shiny. This is actually one massive allusion to one of my favorite scenes from any movie ever, and that scene is Mirror Mask by Dave McKean, where this girl has to have coffee in this lady's house, or tea, I guess, truly. This lady's name is Mrs. Bagwell, and she has a bunch of sphinxes. Not like the Sphinx cats, but like actually like sphinxes. And they want to eat people. And this girl's like, please don't. Astrid is the beauty, Darius is the beast. Yeah, there you go. Jace lovingly refers to that movie as Hermione Granger and the Buffalo, just so that everybody is aware. The little cats. Okay, alright, I'm okay. Alright, let's fix Clarkloff. Man, I really don't want to have to, like, redo any of this. I'm gonna leave the... No, but it's gonna be so unclean if I don't do that way. Let me grab this. And then because this is, well, outside it's actually not that, like, dark, truly. I'm gonna actually grab that color and we're gonna apply this, but then I have to go ahead and... Well, actually, what I'm going to do, this will make this easier. I'm going to do another layer, and we're going to make this Clarkloff colored. Clarkloff, Clarkloff, Clarkloff. He's just naked. Little motherfucker. Okay, there we go. Poop Gnome is a nightmare. What do you mean? You don't love the Poop Gnome? You love him. He shows up in my other campaigns often. I'm like, something crawls along the walls and every single player is like, oh my god. I'm like, don't fear him. Hee hee. Fucking Clarkloff. Yep. Oh, yeah, no, he just shows up all over the place. Yep. It's because Clarkloff is everywhere. It's like Shrek is love, Shrek is life, but it's just Clarkloff. Clarkloff. Schmeenus. Little Clarkloff Schmeenus. No, it's okay. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it. If anybody is like, what the fuck is that? I'm gonna be like, it's exactly what you think it is. It's a little bit... Hold on, we're gonna hint at a Schmeenus. There we go. It's a fucking god. Alright. I mean, Clarkloff is traumatizing. Clarkloff is trauma. Yes, good, good. Everybody deserves at least one Clarkloff. Exactly. That's exactly what you should do. He's so horrendous. Oh god, I love Clarkloff so fucking much. No, you can't get a backstory on why he's so fucking horrible because I don't know. That's entirely on Nate, and I have no fucking clue. Literally could not tell you. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading the Wattpad office hours stuff. They're talking about AI in there right now, in their office hours. I would cry if one of my players made a Clarkloff. You know, that's pretty much been my experience with Nate. Always. I just have to expect Clarkloff every fucking campaign. And so I've never known anything else. Thank you. Yeah, okay, thanks. Appreciate you. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to eat this over here, to be honest, because of all of the rabbit bones. And so I'm probably going to just wait until I'm done. Thank you. Can you give me a spoonful of peanut butter and some groons? Thank you. Sorry, Jace, I don't mean to make you do like a million things. This is fucking atrocious. But if I can get through this, I'm going to be in a really good spot. To be honest, I'm actually going relatively fast. Thank you. Oh my god, this is like... Hold on, wait. This is like 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. That's like 400 calories if I'm not careful. Okay, thank you. Yeah, fucking Nate's a wild ride. Thank you, Jace. Yeah, I think Clarkloff is, as far as I understand, his alignment was chaotic evil. So everyone else was legitimately trying to escape Starkovia, and then Clarkloff was just on his own fucking agenda. He just didn't care. Literally could not give a shit. Had 0 shits to give. His goal was to, like, eat as many children as possible, if I can remember correctly. Oh yeah, Nate's fucking exceptional. He's such a cool fucking human being. He's very smart. He's a super talented stuntman. He's a professor. He's very cool. He's a little fucking deviant. He is. He's a very expressive individual. But his volumes are either 0 or 4,000. He's just got that mad ADHD, you know what I'm saying? And I say that with love, from one ADHD man to another. Yeah, seriously, the stew that Jamie made is fucking insane. It's seriously so good. Jamie is a very talented cook, to be honest. We are very lucky to have such a cool friend. Hello? I wish that my fucking Wacom wouldn't just, like, hold. It thinks I'm going, like, fucking holding down the mouse clicky for whatever reason, or that I'm doing a right click, and I'm like, why would you assume that? You big old dummy. You know what I'm gonna do? I have the ability to do this. I'm like, I want this shadow to be accurate. Well, guess what? Why are you on multiply? I don't want that. You little demon. Now I take this little thing. And I go like this, and I go like this. And then I go multiply, and then I go well. And then I... No. Photoshop, you suck. Something about this is not correct. Better. Oh, that's pretty much it. Okay, maybe I can stop at 2:30 and I'll just be fine, because actually this is going way faster than I thought it was gonna go. Oh, except here's the bitch. Here's the one that's gonna be ultra problematic for no fucking reason, because I have to now do this. Let's see, which one is this? 17. No, you fucker. Why? It's like, did you want to move your entire beat? And I'm like, no, who the fuck? Amigo. Alright, let me just fucking turn this shit off. Alright. Now this is the difficult bit. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do like a beam here. I need to make sure that I'm doing this in a brush that's not totally shitty. Scott is about to save my fucking life here. Okay, actually I hate all of these. I really love this foreground element, but my lines suck ass. Alright, and then let's get like a, I don't know, like a little chippy, wood chippy in there. And then let me get some more rope. Okay, I'm probably actually gonna need Daz. Like bad. So this is probably going to be something that I have to whip together in Daz in order to get the perspective to be correct. But effectively, I only need to do 1, 2, 3 for major cleanup, and then the rest are all minor cleanup. So the only one that I really am not happy with right now is the sketch quality of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean it up with this because I want this to be a lot crispier than it is. Because this is too loose. There, that's much better. It seems like it wouldn't make a difference, but it does. Alright, so I'm gonna go fuck around with the DAS for getting these figures into position because they're in such a fucking bizarre position. Oh, this needs a foreground element here. What am I putting in here? Maybe like a pillow? Hold on. I think that should be okay. Oh, but I need to make sure that it's easy to tell what it is. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, is that a flour sack? It's like, no. Yeah, that's much better. Jesus, it just really needed something. And maybe that's like a cat head or something. I don't know. Anything is possible. If you just believe. Part of me is like, I should do some other foreground elements there too, but I don't think it needs it, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to drink some tea, and then I'm going to go ahead and head on out of here. But I'm very happy with... That was a shitload of progress. That was, like, over half of what we needed to get done in one session. So, I'm definitely happy with that. Everybody sit up straight. If you're going to continue to work, be sure to take care of your body today. Thank you so much to everybody who's been hanging out, and also too to a couple. I have like a couple new subs on YouTube. It did not update over here, so I don't remember what their usernames are. But thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Also, thanks so much to everybody who funded the King of Dust Kickstarter. It is now 100% funded. And that being said, the more it goes, the closer we get to our stretch goal. We have 15 days left, or 14 days left. And our first stretch goal is really to just feed me a cookie. So the more it makes effectively at this point, the more I can pay myself. If you enjoy my work, please share it to other people. So that way they too can get an audiobook. And yeah, if we hit that 1400 stretch goal as well, there's going to be an Astrid short story. There's a Euro one, there's a Urian one, and if we hit that stretch goal, I'll release that short story to everybody early. But it was funded in 72 hours, which is fucking sweet. I really do appreciate that a lot. And yeah, hopefully everybody has a good day, and I will see you all tomorrow for some audiobook editing. Bye-bye.